So that's the other thing I feel like we bring to the table is we're bringing our knowledge to the table to help other people at a very affordable rate. And then it's a win-win. Like we win when you win. Yeah. That's kind of Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Ecom Life. I'm John.
I'm Brian.
And today we're going to go a little off the cuff. We had a guest that couldn't make it last minute, and so Brian and I are just going to
knock over the microphone.
And just go a little bit off the cuff. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Because you weren't going to even do the podcast today.
Yeah. Today
that's just the kind of guy you are. Look, he's just always ready to go. And so we're actually excited about this topic. What we want to talk a little bit about today is we've been doing a series about getting to know us. Brian, you got interviewed last week.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to that yet. How was it?
I haven't listened to it either. No, I'm just kidding. I hate hearing myself talk. So
yeah, you always complain about your voice.
I always get worried about it. So, but no, I think the interview went great. I was a singer. Yeah, I did a lot of singing.
You don't want to drop some bars right now?
La 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 la. Just kidding.
So yeah, we're doing this series where you're getting to know the founders a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe we talk Scott into being on camera.
That's what we talked about in the interview last week.
Is he going to do it?
Well, we haven't talked to him yet, but me and Lindy talked about it. So
okay. So cool. We thought maybe we would do kind of like we talked about a little bit about the origins of Quadra, but next we want to kind of talk about where I'm saying like a lot.
Yeah, you are. It's because you like it
I
do
like it a lot.
This is my dad joke for the day.
So we thought we'd talk a little bit about the future of Quadra and print on demand, not print on demand, because that's one of the things we're going to discuss, right?
You guys are getting into my
dreams now. How about this?
Now.
I'm going to interview you because I have some questions. I know you have a lot of cool answers for this. It's not. I hate even calling this print on demand. Print on demand is a lot of what we do, but we're all facets of e-com when it comes to products. So obviously we're creating a marketplace and this comes into the future, where it's not just print on demand products, it be any kind of dropship product. And so well, not just that too. It goes even further than that, to where I kind of mentioned it to you before the podcast, but decentralization of manufacturing. Yes, that's getting fancy. You're getting all Web3 on us, Brian.
Yeah, Web3 here. I don't know. We're getting into my aspirations and my dreams here. This is what I dream about every night of what we're going to be growing, what we're going to be building, and how we're doing it. And
that's cool.
This is what Quadra is.
Yeah. So let me
become.
Since this is a little impromptu, and we both didn't prepare for this at all.
Yeah.
I'm just going to ask you a couple questions. So let me ask you this right off the bat. What do you feel is the difference between Quadra and other POD platforms?
Our goal is that we are user centric. So we are member centric. I don't know the best way to put that, but we want anybody that uses our platform to feel like they're part of the Quadra family and that they're part of a membership, that they are part of a club. They've come into this club and they're going to be treated as a part of the family, as a member, and for me that's my driving factor every day on every decision that I make here at Quadra is how would I want this built for myself? And how would I do this for every seller that's on our platform? And I think a lot of the other platforms, don't get me wrong, it's not this us against them, maybe it is, but it's not this like we want to destroy all other POD companies out there and dropship companies and stuff like that. That's not the case here. I just feel like a lot of them have good intentions, right? But they're not as much user-centric. They're more so pro-profit centric. They're looking at their bottom line, and they have a bunch of investors, or they have a bunch of cash tied up, and they look at it and they say, well, how can we get more cash out of our users? That's not our goal here at Quadra. Our goal here at Quadra is to say we're sellers just like you guys. This is what we do full time. How would I build my business as a seller, and what type of technology would I want behind me to grow my business? And that's what we're doing here at Quadra long term.
Yeah, no, I like that. So just the community that we're building.
Well, community and technology.
Well, and that was going to be my other question. So what's the difference between what we're building at Quadra and what the other platforms? So, because there's a lot of other great platforms out there that are print on demand. So why should someone choose Quadra, or what are we building?
So everybody that watches this is going to have to sign an NDA before
exactly.
before this goes live. No, I'm just kidding. I'll try and talk as much about it as I can without spilling too much, because we do need to be conscious of all of what we've got going on and things that we are building and putting our time and money and effort into, and I don't want to take away from our team that way. So for me, what I think is like the biggest difference technology wise is because we are so user centric, we will always push our technology in a way that's going to help the user and going to make their life easier. Like for me, I look at it and I go, like, my driving factor on everything I do here at Quadra, and when I'm working with our dev team and working with customer support and customer success, it's like, is what I'm doing today, is it going to help our users? Plain and simple. And it doesn't matter, to me, it doesn't matter about the bottom line. It doesn't matter about the cost. It doesn't matter about how much profit it can bring into our company. It goes, is what I'm doing today with technology or with customer success, is that going to actually help our users, and is it going to make their business more successful? So like one of the metrics that I was looking at the other day is for every dollar that Quadra brings in, our users make $5.
That's awesome. Yeah, you shared that metric the other day. That's pretty amazing.
And my goal with that is to make that number even further. I want it to be for every dollar Quadra makes, our users make $1,000. Like I want our technology, our app, everything that you use from Quadra, I don't want it to be one of those things where you go, man, that app really just wasted my time and it took more money from me than it actually made me. I want our app to be a product that you can feel proud of using, and something that at the end of the day you can sit there and go, look at how much money Quadra made me, and look at what I wouldn't have made if I hadn't used Quadra as an app.
Yeah.
And that's my end goal here on everything that I do every day, is how am I bringing more value to our users and helping them make more money so they can change their lifestyles. Yeah,
I agree. One of the things that question brings to mind, and it's something that I was talking about when we were starting here, is we're not a print-on-demand platform. That's something that we're really trying to push with our marketing. Obviously, we started with print-on-demand. We have print-on-demand manufacturer, and we're adding others, right? And so right now, print-on-demand is what we do. But the reality is we're not just print-on-demand. We're a marketplace.
I would say, we're not just a platform.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a huge difference. Like a platform is like, here's this pedestal that we're standing on, and here's this service that we'll provide. When I say decentralization of manufacturing, we're a marketplace. We want to allow anybody who makes a product to be able to put that product on our app, so that anybody who sells a product as a marketer or an influencer, or it doesn't matter. If you have an audience that you can market a product to, we want to make any and every product out there available to you, so that you can choose it.
Drop ship, right?
Yeah. So you're not just jumping in, and you're not jumping into an app that has 1 million users that all sell T-shirts. We want it to be, you jump in and you can say, you know what, this is a super unique product. Nobody else sells it. I'm going to go try and market this. And you don't have as much competition. We want to allow everybody the opportunity to sell any product you want. Let's say for instance, we make a deal with Lego. Lego, if you're listening to this, let's make a deal. No? But let's say we did make a deal with Lego. They would be able to put this on the app, and any of our users could sell it. Think about how amazing that is, that what we're building out long term is going to be that it really will be, where any manufacturer, any person that has inventory of any sort of product can just connect directly to any seller, and we connect them, and we create all of the technologies that helps facilitate that and create it and make it easier for you to process orders, to take care of personalization, to take care of designing, to take care of all those facets of your business. That's the goal here at Quadra.
Yeah. And just peeling back the curtain a little bit on the industry. So the way print-on-demand platforms work is some of them do manufacturing. There are some print-on-demand companies that they use print-on-demand to run their machines. So when you sell with them, you're selling
their product,
their manufacturing. There's other print-on-demand companies where they connect to manufacturers, right? And so connecting to other manufacturers isn't like the big thing that we're trying to do here, because reality in the industry right now is you have to be a super large manufacturer in order to sell into the to be
on any platform,
to integrate with one of these platforms. And what we're saying, and what I just want to reiterate, what the big idea, the big thing, the decentralization of everything.
NDA, just kidding.
Yeah. Is, and so you talked about the user, and let's talk about the manufacturing in it, is also to allow smaller manufacturers, product creators, to be able to have the same benefits of being on a marketplace platforms. Yeah. So
designers, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
If you've got a solution or a product, you need a way to connect.
Of any size, anywhere in the world. So that's the big difference. And it's just important, like even before we kind of started building out Quadra, I didn't really understand that, the big POD platforms that you see out there, and you guys know the big names, and we know this, and I won't give away who they are, but there's platforms that they charge a manufacturer 6 figures just to connect and integrate with their platform and their marketplace.
And the manufacturer gets their money back by the way that they do their shipping, their profiles and all that stuff for shipping. And it really comes down to the fact, this is another big thing too, maybe you're going to ask this question in a minute as well, but we want to bring back the margins. And I really feel like becoming a marketplace that allows any size manufacturer or vendor to connect to any seller in the world allows for that manufacturer to pick their prices, to pick the shipping. And what we're doing right now with shipping profiles, it's been a lot of work. It really has, but it is a nut that we're willing to crack because the industry hasn't done it. They've taken the easy way out, and we want to bring margins back to sellers. We want anybody who's selling a product
and
online
manufacturers, honestly,
and manufacturers,
because we have two customers, right? We have the seller, which you're a manufacturer, but the sellers, we want to give the best margins, best product selection to any seller, but also manufacturers. We want any manufacturer, regardless of when I say manufacturer, it could be any product creator, anyone that has a product. We want you to be able to participate in a marketplace, and right now there just isn't a wholesale marketplace, dropship marketplace.
There's not a B2B marketplace.
There's Etsy. There's other ones where you can sell directly to the consumer. But imagine you as a product creator, you as a manufacturer, you as a vendor, having access to a distribution network of thousands and eventually millions of sellers,
marketers,
that will sell, that can instantly sell your product, across their websites, across all where they sell. And so that's the vision, is just being able to help not only sellers but also manufacturers.
And also policing that as well too, we're not trying to say like we're these big bad police or whatever, but making it so that our sellers can be confident in smaller manufacturers or vendors. They can be confident in that when they use someone, they're going to get a decent product that's going to work. Because that's another big thing in this industry as well, is a lot of people get worried about getting products and selling products that are quality, right? And we've all been there. We've all had bad product. It just happens, and it's not ever going to be completely taken away. But that's another thing that we're building out on this platform too, is a way for you as sellers to help police the manufacturers, for us to police the manufacturers, and then also on the other side for manufacturers to be able to accept or not accept service as well too. And so that's something that we've been really looking at and trying to crack that nut too, I guess, on policing and making sure that the products that are being sold on the platform are quality products. It's not just bots throwing on garbage and you're just sitting here trying to sell stuff that's, just garbage. You're selling actual quality product.
Yeah. And so that's the big disruption that I see that we're doing.
Decentralization.
And here we go. We're putting it out there. I just really feel like the disruption is allowing sellers to get better margins, access to unique products that they never would have had access to, wholesale drop ship. And then on the other side, the manufacturers, small, medium manufacturers all over the world that have not had access to a marketplace, distribution, wholesale marketplace like this that connects with sellers, they'll be able to participate in this. Yeah. And we just know that, by allowing this open platform marketplace, that it's just going to help a lot of people. It's going to help sellers that are looking for products.
It already has helped a lot of people.
Yeah,
exactly.
What
we're doing right now, and that's another big thing too that we didn't really talk about as well, is one of our core principles here at Quadra is learning education, and that'll never go away as we grow this platform out. Me and John will always be a part of the education and teaching sellers how to sell, teaching manufacturers how to manufacture better, how to upload designs, the customer success. Like, we will always be doing that, and that will be always a major focus here as a company, you know. And for me, it's important. I think that's something that's not being done enough out there, especially in this industry, is everybody tries to hide, right? They try and, like, I'm not going to tell anybody about my ideas or what I'm doing because I don't want them to steal my ideas or steal my product or whatever. And we're kind of an open book that way, I would say. And I think, you know, that's one of the other big benefits of Quadra as well, is that we will always be offering trainings. We will always be focused on the user and how the seller can sell better, or updates to certain things like Facebook ads, or you know, TikTok videos, TikTok itself, TikTok ads, you know, new platforms that come out. We'll always be a center in that, on training and helping you sell better online.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the other component too, is just the training. You know, I feel like we have a free masterclass, so you could go to goquadra.com and take part in that masterclass, and we do a whole masterclass on how, you know, the strategies we use to scale our business, and then we talk about Quadra Pro in that as well, which also allows people to get better margins,
and
get training,
helps you understand and scale your own business
for very affordable. That's the other thing that I'm so proud. You know, and look, there's guys that put out great courses out there, but we're a little different, I think, as well. And by no means I haven't taken some of these courses, so I'm not in a position to even talk about it. But I do know what the price is.
Yeah, but we've taken a lot of courses this year that have cost a lot.
But the thing you have to understand with us, we're not here to make a ton of money on courses, or else we would have priced our courses way higher for the amount of information we give. Yeah, our goal in Quadra really thrives when you, the seller, sells more. Like, you'll continue to subscribe with us, you'll continue to sell more. So our goal isn't to sell you a course. Our goal is to, yes, we will sell you a course, but it's at an affordable rate so anyone can participate, so that you can then start a business doing this, because we all benefit from that. And so that's the other thing I feel like we bring to the table, is we're bringing our knowledge to the table to help other people at a very affordable rate. And then it's a win-win. Like, we win when you win. Yeah. That's kind of the essence of that's why Quadra is called Quadra. It's the core. It's
the team,
the collaboration between sellers, manufacturers, and really us, where we're helping you, you know, start this business or scale the business. So
I think a business, you know, is always research and development, right? Everything that we do in business is always, let's test this out, see if it works, you know, and then it fails or it does great, and then we add upon it, right? We just say, okay, well, let's now implement this, let's do this, or whatever. And I think that's what I am proud of every day about here at Quadra, is that our goal is to always be doing research and development. Always be looking at, how can we make the seller's experience better? How can we help the sellers sell more product? How can we help manufacturers get more volume? Doesn't matter the size of the manufacturer. How can we help that business grow for them? You know, and it's all encompassing. You know, training is a huge part of that, and that will always be a part of our company.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, exactly. And we're not. And look, we're the first to say, like, we're not quite there on a lot of these things. You know,
we're not perfect.
We're not perfect. Obviously, we launched in the marketplace, and just like any other startup, we've had some bumps in the road. But, you know, as far as our heart, our willingness to make things better and grow the platform so it serves our sellers great, that's never going to leave, you know.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, if you're listening to this, you're just at the start of it. You know, we're excited about where we're going with it. What are you most excited about in the industry, and then with Quadra?
Like I said, decentralization. Like, it's about the fact, like, it's going to disrupt everything on how people can sell, how they can monetize their creativity.
Access to products, right?
Access to product. Not just access to products, but access to locations.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
exactly.
That is a huge thing, too, is that, like,
give an example.
The long term of this is, like, let's say you want to sell in Kosovo.
Mm-hmm. Why Kosovo?
I was actually supposed to go on deployment to Kosovo.
Oh, so, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
I think a lot of that country, but let's say there's some kid in Kosovo sitting there trying to figure out how he can can do something online, and he's got someone that he can connect to, a manufacturer in Kosovo. Well, the Quadra app, as we build out the platform, will be there so that he can connect to that manufacturer, start selling products immediately. Or let's say not only that, but that kid in Kosovo starts a manufacturing company, and you're sitting here in the United States, or you're sitting in Alaska, or you're sitting in Canada or Australia or whatever, and you're like, you know what? I've got this great idea for people in Kosovo. And you go in there and you see, oh, hey, Quadra's got these people in Kosovo that are making this type of product, and they can sell it in country. So it's like shopping it's like shopping local, right? And it's not going to cost me all these international charges, these international taxes. It's not going to cost me all that stuff. I can just connect to a manufacturer in Kosovo. And that's what I think is going to be the most powerful thing about it as well, is that we're not going to be hiding these manufacturers behind like this huge, this barrier that you can't see them or understand them or connect. It's going to be all-encompassing, where not only can you connect, but you can rate, you can understand, you can communicate. Like, it's going to be huge.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to explain it without giving too much away, but as this is built out, it's going to give you so much freedom to run your business and do it anywhere in the world.
Not have to worry about products or
scalability. And do it anywhere in the world. And you could literally do a business selling products in Japan to people in Japan, and you don't even live in Japan, and you never even touch a single product because they're all made in Japan. You can literally start a business anywhere for anybody, anywhere.
Without upfront costs, without inventory.
Yeah. Huge upfront costs. There's there's always a cost to start a business.
Yes, you're right.
But like we said,
not, inventory costs, no inventory costs.
Yeah, and right now, you guys, Quadra Pro is at such a reasonable price. And
if you go and watch
I want to state this right now. So, like, this is, we're sitting, what month are we in right now? September? September 2022, I just want, because we're going to have people checking this out in a couple of years from now, and they're going to jump in and see the price is different. But right now, in September 2022, the price for Quadra Pro is so reasonably priced to be able to get you on and grow your business. I'm not going to name the price right now. Go to goquadra.com.
Because we do give a special on there.
And we give a special on there, and you're grandfathered in. Once you get that price, it doesn't matter on what fluctuations happen. It doesn't matter on the economy. It doesn't matter on inflation. You're grandfathered in at the price that you get when you sign up, and as long as you stay a lifetime member. And so go to Go Quadra right now, check it out, and thank you for everybody that's believed in us, that keeps that's here using Quadra Pro. There's been a lot of people that have huge success stories on selling products here, because not only are we just doing print on demand products right now, but our goal is to have them at the lowest prices that you can possibly get them at. And I think that we've done that on quite a few products.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that, we'll wrap up. I just want to say, too, make sure you follow us on all our socials, Ecom Life podcast, on Instagram, TikTok.
Check me out on LinkedIn, guys. I just got a LinkedIn account. So
yeah, if you want to connect with Brian.
Yeah, connect with me.
Where else are we, guys? Twitter. Did I miss something? Facebook.
TikTok. Instagram.
Anywhere you get your socials.
We're on the gram.
Yeah, and there's some funny stuff with Brian, especially.
But I've become a meme, apparently.
There's more to come, right, Jared?
Thank you, Jared.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again for joining us today, and we'll catch you next week. Thanks.
Talk to you later, guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Hey, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, could you do me a huge favor and like this video? Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got tons of great content there. And if you want to connect with us on social media, check out the links in the description, and we look forward to seeing you there.